Hi, editing Caitlin here. At the beginning of the video, I um I filmed the intro on my phone originally. Decided I was going to try and film on my computer and give that a shot. And now I have CapCut, and I think I'm gonna move forward from now on using my computer. Let my phone have some storage for other stuff and not long videos. So, I'm not sure I can get the intro video from my phone to here. So, here's the intro. Hi, welcome to a vlog. I haven't done a vlog in so long. But now I live alone. I live in my own house. I have a catch up right there. I had dinner. So, this is later in the day of my last clip. So, enjoy the rest of this video while I talk about hockey a lot and talk about a book and binge read. Different book that I was not reading in this book, but I was reading Circus of Wonders by Elizabeth McNeil. Hope you enjoyed. This is a Once Upon a Book Club box that I'm opening, so I open up gifts while I read the book. So, stick around, find out what I thought, and yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, so I am in a different spot than I was. Forgive me, the Minnesota Wild are currently playing Game 6, and I'm freaking out. The game's tied at the moment. We're about to head into the third. I'm also watching Boston Fleet and Ottawa Charge, PWHL. Currently, Boston is winning. I'm also a Minnesota Frost fan. They're playing tomorrow because Wild are currently playing at home. So, I'm wearing my Marc-Andre Fleury jersey. Every time I've worn this jersey while the playoffs have been happening, they've won. So, I have to wear the jersey. So let's talk about the book real quick. This definitely feels like The Greatest Showman. And I did like The Greatest Showman, but this definitely feels like The Greatest Showman. With the circus themes, we are now to the point where she has been bought by Jasper, who is the P.T. Barnum-esque character. And then we have Toby, who is like, if we were talking about The Greatest Showman, like he's like Zac Efron's character, who I can't think of what his name is. I'm sorry. It's not Bailey, because I was like, oh, it's Barnum and Bailey. No, it's not Bailey. I forget what Zac Efron's character's name is in The Ghost Showman. But definitely feels like that. Definitely feels like The Ghost Showman. It's okay. Maybe it'll pick up. Maybe it'll start. I don't know. Maybe I'll like it more as the book goes on. But we have our first page, and it's page 86. She just got her costume, which is I'm not fully understanding how they went from Leopard Girl to making her a fairy who is going to hang the moon and stars. I think they took the idea of they wanting her to fly and just ran with that. But she's been called Leopard Girl, so I don't fully understand. Leopards don't fly. Anyways, because of her skin condition. What is this? Well, they literally talked about clothesline. So this looks to be like fairy lights that you hang up in your bed that I've seen like teenagers hang up in their bedroom. That you can obviously like, and they got some clothespins that you can hang photos up in. Um, so I guess that's what these are. They're fairy lights, I guess. Um, what they've been calling her a fairy. That, oh my gosh, that just hit me. I'm like paying attention to the screen. I'm sorry if you see me looking over, but it's very important. It's a very important game. We have not won since round 2015, moving on to the round 2. So this is a very, very important game. I'm getting off track, but um this could maybe, I don't know. I think I would have to hang it up in my bedroom or like office space. Ooh, when I finally get my office space set up, this will probably be very nice to have. So there's that. Okay, well, I will continue reading and check back when I have more to say. 15th of May, currently, I have come to page 158 in Circus of Wonders, and I've sat here and I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be YA. It's not. It is classified as adult. I was like, this is getting dark for YA. It's not supposed to be YA. It's supposed to be adult. So that's fine. I just sat here and I was like, wow, we're getting a little dark. Like there's a debtor who Jasper, the ringleader Barnum character is like he got money from, and one night he's supposed to pay £1,000 a week. Um, he was like, oh, I could wait one night to go and pay, like be one day late to pay the £1,000 and well, his one of his goats ended up not alive anymore. So, yeah. And then there's a lot of like I don't know. Jasper's so weird about the female characters in this book, and like he feels like he owns them, and he feels like it, he can't like no other man can like it's really weird. He's really weird to all the female characters. Really don't like it. He's so it's not like it's which I feel like The Greatest Showman was very much made things happier than they probably were. Because P.T. Barnum, I have a feeling, was not a very good man. I feel like this is the more realistic P.T. Barnum. So, just say. Her brother just showed up, because she was sold, and her brother just showed up, and she's like, I want to stay here because the village didn't want me. Not just my dad, but the village as a whole did not want me, and I have no future there. So I'm staying, is what she's basically said. And girl, he just was like, I have a bad feeling about this. Which I also am like, I have a bad feeling about all of this. So we'll see how that goes. So there was a mention of, what was it, a scarf that they sell that she gave to her brother. So I think that might be. I still am confused about like the whole her whole shtick, why she's the leopard girl. I think they just found somebody who has a deformity. Um, she really doesn't. It's just what do you call it? Um, it's just like a skin condition. So I opened this. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Oh, I guess it's a pillowcase. Yeah, that is 100% what this is. A pillowcase. And there are 3 coins in here. They all have the same design. So on the front is like this woman. This woman. And on the back is just like a I don't know, it's just a design. So you got some coins. I don't know if these are supposed to look like pounds. Because I do feel like um the same size as pounds. I don't know. I don't know where my British money is. But these do feel like pound coins. Very thin pound coins, which this could be like supposed to be emulating like old pound coins, but well, maybe not. I feel like they were a little bit thicker when I went to London. Pound coins. Which I don't even think they use pound coins anymore. I don't know. Or they have different pound coins than what it originally was um when I were in London. But this is just a pillowcase. A little like a throw pillow case. There's like people on the front. I like that design. The design's really pretty. I like the colors. So I have to find a pillow to put this in. So nice. All right. Well, that's that. Yeah. Well, I guess it's just like a throw pillow with a pocket. A case with a pocket. Okay. Well, that's that. So let's talk about other books that I'm reading because this is not the only book I'm reading because it's all right. It's not. It's just hasn't been my thing. So let's talk about the other books I've been reading. I have no idea. It's not near me. The Will and the Many. I've been reading. I've been really enjoying. It's just a big chunky beast, and I've been enjoying it. I enjoy the academy setting and everything. And then I'm reading as well. Trust of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. And I've been enjoying this. This is different than I thought it was. I didn't think these books were connected to the Cosmere. So find me surprised when this whole book is narrated by Hoyd. I didn't think these books were supposed to be connected to the Cosmere, but Hoyd is just straight up narrating the entirety of this book. And it's like reading a fairy tale in a sense. Like a Grimm's dark fairy tale. That's basically what it feels like, to be honest. Where the princess, that not really princess, she's not princess, Tress, is off to save her man, basically, and she's become a pirate. So, if you didn't know, this is a pirate book. Surprise! But they are not good pirates. But there's definitely something going on, and the Hoyd's there. So I don't know Hoyd's whole deal, and I really thought I could read these books without reading the Cosmere, but something has come up with like Hoyd has lost his like some of his senses, and I'm like, was I supposed to read part of the Cosmere before I read this? Because I thought these were like books that I could read, not having read like a lot of the Cosmere. I'm just up to Words of Radiance right now. I'm trying to read them in publication order. Didn't realize at least this one is in the Cosmere. I don't know about the other three, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe that's the thing that connects all four, is that Hoy narrates them. That could be it. And Hoyt's just like a character in there too. So, anyways, maybe I don't remember which. I thought Trust. No, Frugal Wizards was the first one. I think Trust was the second one. Maybe I should have read the four in order that they came out in the sticker projects. That could also be it. But I'm enjoying this. Um, is it my new favorite Brandon Sanderson? No. Sorry, no. Just gonna be straight up. Mistborn is still Mistborn and the Way of Kings are still like the first Mistborn novel will forever have a hold on my heart. And then I love the Stormlight Archive. I love the characters and I love the story of the Stormlight Archive. Words of Radiance could very well topple Way of Kings, but we'll have to wait and see. But this is not going to be a new favorite, but I do enjoy it. But that's it. I will continue reading. I think I saw that the next one is like 180 something. So it shouldn't be too much longer that I finish or get to the next one and give you an update. So, also, I turned on the light. There it is. Okay. So, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been reading this very much lately, which is now why we're in May 24th, the 24th of May. The Wild have been eliminated from the playoffs since we last talked. Wow. And we're just gonna turn this into a vlog of like everything, I guess. I binge read Game Changer. Loved it. 5 stars. I'm obsessed. Y'all know I love the Hockey Ever After series by Ashlyn Kane and Morgan James. And there she is. You can see her better. Hi, Elsie. What? You can get to the window. Are you gonna yell at me because you feel like you can't get to the window? I don't know what you're yelling at me about right now. She's jumped off. Okay. Well, usually when she's yelling at me, she wants to look out the window. And, I mean, the window's like right there. She can, I don't know what she's doing. She's looking in my closet right now. Anyways, and the banter is on par with Hockey Ever After series. And it's a little bit spicier than Hockey Ever After series, but I loved it. I loved Kip and Scott, and I loved their dynamic. I was laughing the entire time towards the end when Scott was coming out to his friends and family, and they were like, "You're not dating Rosanov, right? Rosanov? Rosanov? I forgot. Hello? What's wrong? You can get to the window." Actually, I don't know if you can, actually. Farther away from the window than I thought it was. Because I dropped my phone the other night. So I had to move my bed. So, let's talk about the book that I'm actually supposed to be reading. Oh, she's gone to the other window. Anyways, let's talk about this. Not a whole lot has changed since the last time we spoke. He's getting like tattoos right now. We're getting flashbacks to this Dash guy and his girl with Toby and Jasper. And I don't really know what their deal is, but I imagine something's not gonna go great with them. So, we have a ring box. And The um the book actually says he unwrapped it carefully. Toby leaned closer. It was a gold signet ring, likely pinched from the pocket of a dead Resky. She had carved new initials EWD. So we have a little ring box, and on the inside is a little ring with says EWD on it. And it kind of fits my finger. Kind of does. My initials are not EWD. So I don't know what I do with it. This is a nice little ring box, so if we take off, is this easily able to take off? Yeah. So there's that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to talk about right now. I got a cat. I binge read Game Changer, and I proceeded to buy the entire series. So I will be reading Heated Rivalry here soon, and we'll watch the show Heated Rivalry. I have not watched Off Campus. I have read the Off Campus series, the 5 books in that series. And I've read the first book of Briar U, which is the sequel series to the Off Campus series. I have not watched that show, and I've heard some things from interviews. So I don't know. It's on Amazon, and I don't have Prime, so I don't know if it's really worth it. But it might be worth it to also be able to watch The Boys, which I've been wanting to watch because Jensen Ackles is in it. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. And Elsie is just. I'll take a picture of her and put it in the video. Ignore my very off picture phone case. There she is. She likes to nap in one of those 2 top drawers. Yeah, I'm talking about you. She's a very sweet cat. She did not like me picking her up when my friend first brought her to me. But now she's open to me picking her up. If she doesn't feel like I don't know, like she's in trouble or anything, she doesn't like being picked up if she thinks she's being picked up because she's being bad. But yeah, oh, she's so cute. She likes to lay. She doesn't sleep with me, but she likes to lay next to me on the couch. Uh, or she comes in here in my bedroom and naps in my drawer. Or I guess sleeps on top of the chest of drawers too. A lot of times I'll wake up and that's where she is on my chest of drawers or in my chest of drawers when I go to bed at night. And I can feel her. I used to think she runs under my bed, because when I first go to bed, that's where she goes. But I've noticed when I've laid in bed for a little bit, she'll jump up onto my bed, jump onto my nightstand, jump onto my vanity, then go over to the chest of drawers. And because she likes to look out the window, and I have a window right there. I have a window here. I have a window right there. She really likes looking out the window. She will yell at me if I'm sitting in the bathroom and she wants to look outside the bathroom window. She's gotten really upset with me for not being able to reach the bathroom window by herself. Because there's no furniture for her to jump up onto to get up to the window in the bathroom. So she's gotten real upset with me about that. But she's very cute. she's just so cute. I love her. All right, I will check in. I think I have one more gift, and then that's it, and then the rest of the book. So I don't know. Maybe I'll binge read Heated Rivalry before I finish this book, because I'm in my hockey era. I feel like I'm always in my hockey era. Um, Colorado and Vegas play tonight. I hope Colorado gets their crap together and takes out Vegas, because I can't stand that goalie, and I refuse to say his name. So, can't stand him. Do not want him to win a Stanley Cup. So, not rooting for Vegas. Anyways, that's it. I didn't like Vegas before this. Just an FYI. I didn't just now jump on the Vegas hate train. No. Always been a hater. Well, been a hater since they won the cup in 2023. I started watching hockey in like 2022, and then so 2023 was the first year of watching the playoffs, and yeah, funny enough, I don't like since starting to watch hockey, I don't like the teams that have won the Stanley Cup. So Vegas and Florida. Currently, don't like them at all. So we're not on a good streak. I guess technically the first year I started watching hockey, the winner was Colorado, 2022. And as a Minnesota Wild fan, I am not really supposed to support them, but I'll support them beating Vegas. And gosh dang it, they need to get their crap together and figure out how to play without Cale Makar. I'm so angry that our season ended but to them, which valid, because they're a really good team, but they turn around and play like this against Vegas? No. I'm so angry about that. So angry. Anyways, I have ranted enough. Thank you for listening, if you did listen to this rant about hockey. Gosh dang it, Colorado. So, we'll see if Elsie shows up. She's actually right next to me right now. You probably will be able to see her better. If she decides she wants to move over here. So, it didn't take me that long. My phone just went off. I think someone might have scored, but, I currently have the game paused because I'm filming. Oh, you see her. She's right there. I normally have this red thing down, but I moved it because it's in front of my bookshelf. So that's probably why she's kind of sniffing around there and looking very confused. But off topic, I had the game paused, so that's probably maybe a goal. Root for Montreal, because at this moment I am rooting for the Eastern Conference. Whoever makes it past this round, whoever's going to the finals, I'm rooting for. I don't care if it's the Carolina. I don't care if it's Montreal. I'd rather it be Montreal because Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup since 1993. So I'd rather it be Montreal. But, like, at this point, Colorado's losing. Because, yikes, they've been playing terribly. Terribly. They lost last night. They were up 3-0, and then they blew it. I'm so angry. I talked about this in the last clip, I think, that I was very, very angry with how Colorado has played since they ended the WOD season. Anyways, well, I'm filming on my computer, so now you get like a wider shot of this area. I have a lot of boxes over here, still need unboxing and stuff. This is my other shelf right here. That is right next to my priority TBR. I have no idea. I just have random books on the shelf. Yeah, some read, some not read. But let's talk about Circus of Wonders. It's getting darker. Jasper is an absolute idiot. He was supposed to pay, so he borrowed money from this guy so that they can move to London and have their show in London. To make more money. Whatever. And he's supposed to pay £1,000 a week. And he decided to pay for another act that cost him £1,000 instead of paying the lender. And he's just an idiot. He spends money on stuff that not necessary. And £1,000, like, that's crazy in that time period. Like, that's crazy. Why? He's just an idiot who gets insanely jealous over the littlest things. We're finding out more about what happened with Dash, and I think it's more not that him and Stella were together, and more that Dash was making fun of his brother. And it's kind of like that sibling thing of like, I can make fun of my sibling, but you can't make fun of my sibling. Whew. Took off. Goodness. Okay. So that's what's happening. I have in the little girl that they took in that cost £1,000. Has been taken under wing of Toby and Nell, and kind of become this little family. That's probably going to set off Jasper very soon. Toby did get tattoos, and Jasper did not like that at all. So they've been reading to Nell, and they've just mentioned something about a fairy tale book. So I kind of imagine this is what this is. So let's just open it up and see. Oh! Yeah, so I was right. It's Grimm's Fairy Tales. Illustrated by Arthur Rackham. I know the Grimm's Fairy Tales, the original stories are a lot darker than like the Disney versions. But I don't think I've actually read the stories, like actually read the stories of the Grimm's Fairy Tales. I know they're darker, and I know some things about a few of them, but these are short. Like, I'm looking at some of them, and they're like a page or two, 3. Like, this one's 3 pages, or like 2.5 pages. These are really short, and there's a bunch of them. So I got another book. So this box came with 2 books. So I don't know where to put this. This might just end up, I don't know. Well, this is fantasy, so it'd probably be on the, right, fairy tales. Fairy tales can go on fantasy. Anyways, this is okay. It's not my thing, but I'm intrigued to see where this heads and how this ends, because I feel like this is going to end a little darker than like The Greatest Showman ended, or I don't know, something else. Um, I don't think this is gonna have. I don't think this is gonna have a happy ending, like other circus stories. So we'll see. That was the last gift. So the next time you'll see me is after I finish this, and who knows how long that's gonna take me. So, maybe the Stanley Cup will be over by the time I finish this. Maybe I'll binge read Heated Rivalry again, or one of those books again. Elsie, do you want to say goodbye? She has surgery this week. She's getting spayed Wednesday, so she doesn't know it yet. She will though. So that's that. All right, I'll see you when I am finished. All right, so I am back for the final update. I have finished Circus of Wonders by holding it upside down. Circus of Wonders by Elizabeth McNeil. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. By the end of it, I was like, the characters are making dumb decisions. Jasper decided that his ego was too big for him, and like threw Nell out, threw Toby out, and decided he was gonna sell Pearl, the small child, that Nell and Toby had like adopted, essentially, taken under their wing, to the point of literal destruction of the circus, and he felt like he was going to go down with the ship, and I was just like looking at this is yellow spot right there. I don't know, I got distracted, but I don't know, I didn't like it. And then Toby at the end just wasn't likable at all. I guess he kind of had redemption in saving his brother, and like it's not a love story. So he decided that he was going to choose his brother and help his brother over traveling with Nell, being with Nell and Pearl. I think at the end that Nell had mixed feelings about him as well. But I just, this wasn't for me. I knew it wasn't gonna be something that I would normally pick up in the first place. So I don't know. I think this might be a 2.5 star. I'm sorry. I didn't love it. Toby in the end. Also, at one point, he before like Jasper threw him out, Toby was like, "Why don't you tell them what you did to Dash? Like what happened to Dash? Tell them the real story." And the real story is Toby pushed Dash. Like Jasper had nothing to do with it. So like, why are you like threatening this knowledge of what happened to Dash when you were the one who caused Dash's death? Like, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. And I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. I didn't love it. I'm sure this is for somebody, but it's not for me. So I'm giving it a 2.5 star. And that's that. I think my next video is going to be going over the shelf behind me, my priority list, what, and seeing if anybody would would recommend to me. You're not seeing Elsie. Miss Elsie had surgery yesterday. She got spayed yesterday. I also realized I didn't change my calendar. Or I think that might still be right. I think that I can't tell if that's April or May. I didn't change it over. Whew. I need to change that over. June is coming up here soon. So I want to get a video out about this shelf, and maybe start doing TBR videos now that I'm back, reading books, again. I did end up buying the entirety of the Game Changer series, which is Heated Rivalry, with the series that Heated Rivalry is, and I bought the entire series. And I realized after looking at the covers, I was like, wait a second. There's a goalie romance? Y'all, I need more goalie romances in my life. There's not enough goalie romances in this space, in the hockey romance space, and I got so beyond excited at having another goalie romance. I've read three now. Or no, I've read two. This will be my third. I've read Goalie Tandem, which was between two goalies. And then Ice Ice Baby Girl, which was about a retired goalie who went on a Dancing with the Stars like show, but on ice skates. And him falling in love with his partner. So, yeah. That is it, I think. This is the end of this vlog. Let me know if you've read this book. This book's been out for a few years. I think I said this was from 2021 or 2022. I don't remember. Let me see what the copyright says. 2021. Great way to kick back off of videos and reading a book I didn't necessarily like. So I think I'm going to find a free little library and drop this off at that. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Go be a good cabbage today. Do something kind for someone, even if that is for yourself. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.